Okay. Hello everyone. Hi. How are you? Okay. Let me just check how many people are online. Okay. Three people are online. Very good. So everyone, can you just who all are watching this webinar? Can you all just write your name, school name, and what is your age in the comment section so that I can know you more and we can then proceed further and I can quote my examples related to you. Whoever is watching this, just write down your name along with your school name, your age in the comment section. Just do it. And till then, we'll also wait for a few more participants to join. Very good. So we have almost 7 people watching this. Okay, we have received our first comment. Nishika. Hello, Nishika. Very good. Write down your name, your age, and school name if possible. Okay, waiting for more comments. Okay. So Nishika is from NSVVHS school. She is 14-year old. Hello, Nishika. Okay. So I guess we have more participants joining in. Till then, what we can do is we can start. I can start with the topic of this webinar. So as you all know that we have been participating in IoTMs. We have been Avishkar has been ruling out few IoTM competitions for you every month and with different themes. Last time in March month we did a competition on a theme called Pause the Plastic. So IoTM, what IoTM is? What is the IoTM? IoTM is basically Innovator of the Month. That is the name of the competition which we have been running since last 2 months, regularly on a regular basis with different themes. So last time the theme was pause the plastic. Students need to make some robots or maybe any projects related to plastics or how we can solve the problem of plastic. So we received few entries, winners were selected, prizes were given, and we did few webinars and all other things. Similarly, in this month we will be having another competition, IoTM competition. Yeah, we the competition is running. That is called Empower the Differently Able. So this time the theme is related to the differently able people, or you can say the disabled people who have limited. Who have any sort of disability. It could be any sort of disability. So we will be learning in this webinar how we can help them with our creations, how we can create tech and for to help them, or what are different kind of disabilities maybe, and what is the type of technology that is being used for the disabled person. Okay, so this is the topic of this webinar. We can see more people joining in. Vivek Kumar, MDMS school, 16-year old. Hello, Vivek. Everyone else who all is watching this, please write down your name along with your school name and age in the chat section. Okay, so I'll be presenting now the presentation and be starting with the webinar. So, yep. I hope my screen is visible to you. So as you can see, the theme is clearly defined in this picture. The name of the competition is IoTM and the theme is empowering the differently able. So what is how we can actually help the differently able? We are going to learn about these things. You can see there are few examples in these images also. person with an artificial leg is playing football, another person is having robotic crutches and an exoskeleton, there is an artificial heart, a robotic arm, maybe a smart wheelchair, a robotic eye, something like that. Okay, so these are all tools through which we can help the differently able or disabled people around us. So now let's go deep into this and know more about it. Okay, so let us first know about how many disabled people are there in the world, and what is the problem with them. What limitations do they have in doing normal work like a normal person? So around 15% of the world population, or an estimated 1 billion people. So if we know the world population, if you know the world population, it's around 7 to 8 billion or 7.5 billion, and out of that 7 billion people, 1 billion people are disabled or live with disabilities. So this is a bigger problem. This is actually a very big problem, because see, all these peoples have limited scope of either motion, or they have some different sort of disability like blindness. Some people could be deaf. They are like some people have some other type of problems, maybe autism, or problems like arthritis and something like that. Okay, so we are going to know more about this, but yeah, if I speak in total, there are still 1 billion people who cannot have a normal life due to the tools which are already there, but they are all made according to a normal person. So we need to create tools for these people, these disabled or differently able people, so that we can help them to live a normal life. Okay, so now let's move forward. They are differently able, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are inferior to us in any way. Okay, inferior to us or any other person on the earth, they are not inferior to us. They just have limited scope of features in their body parts, but they may be smarter than us, they may be more powerful than us, and anything that anything can be possible. Okay, so we need to first address this, that they are not inferior to us, they are similar to us, but they have some limited scope of motion, or maybe any kind of problem with something that we can solve with our tech. Okay, so how we can solve that problem, and how I can say that they are not inferior to us. As you can see on my screen, I have three great people, most famous people in our world. Those were disabled, and they created records. They were known as the most genius scientist as well. On the left hand side, we have Stephen Hawking. I guess you all know who Stephen Hawking was. Stephen Hawking was the world's greatest scientist. He created theories about black holes, different universes, multiverse, wormholes, how we can travel into space, how we can travel into galaxies. He created all of the theory. So he was a great scientist. Most of his theories were proved. He gave us the first black hole picture when it was not even possible to get one picture, or no one was able to imagine how black hole would look like. But yeah, Stephen Hawking did that through his brilliant mind, intelligent mind, and years later, when the first black hole image was uh, simulated, it was the same according to him. Okay, so yeah, you can see he was partly disabled. Only his eyes can move. He had some uh, serious problems with his body where his muscles won't move, something like paralysis, but still his mind was far better than all of us. Another person is Matt Stutzman, who is a world record archer, and you can see he does not have any arms, but still he's like he had the world record in archery. He has the world record in archery. He has the record of the farthest shooting in archery competition. Okay, similarly we have Deepa Malik from Paralympic Games. She was the Paralympic winner. You might have seen her in different ads or maybe some on TV, maybe sometime on internet. She was one of the Paralympic winners from India who was disabled, and yet she created some beautiful records. So that's how they are actually not inferior to us, but they just have limited scope of. They just need the right tools. They just need the right set of tools, or maybe you can say right need of equipment to create wonders. So that is how we are going to. That is how we are going to solve the problems. And this competition is all about helping others. So how we can make maybe a robot which can help a disabled person, or maybe make an app, maybe make a game, something like that. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's use our creativity and create tools accessible by all. Okay, so accessible by all means, if you have seen a screwdriver, for example, if I can show you this tool, this tool cannot be used by a person who does not have fingers. Okay, I can hold it like this. Okay, but a person who does not have full fingers, or maybe missing two fingers, they cannot hold it properly and do something like that. Okay, even if I hold it with two fingers, I cannot move it in a straight line. So this tool is not accessible by all. Okay, similarly, if I talk about a remote control, uh, or maybe something like um, uh, uh, a pen, a blind person cannot use a pen, or maybe a normal textbook to read. Okay, for example, if I have this thing in front of a blind person, they cannot read the text. So braille language is created for the blind. And so these tools which can be used by all, whether it is a disabled person or a non-disabled person, normal person, we can actually those tools are called tools accessible by all, or that is actually called assistive tech. Okay, so let's move forward. What is assistive tech? According to the Individuals with Disability Education Act of 2004, assistive technology, if you can see the screen, assistive technology is an item, piece of equipment, or product, whether acquired commercially, off the shelf, modified, or customized. That means it could be anything, either a product, either a tool, either a part of a product, or maybe a piece of software, whether you have purchased it commercially, or maybe modified it, or maybe DIYed it, or customized it. That can be used to increase, maintain, or improve functional capabilities of a child with disability, or maybe a person with a disability. That means if there is a tool which can help, or either improve, or maybe solve the problem of limited functionality of a person with disability, that is called assistive technology. And assistive technology is used to increase individual access to school, work, or daily activities of life. Okay, so if you can see on the bottom left corner, I have a keyboard image, and you can see there are few normal keyboard keys, and there are few keys which are braille keys. Braille keys are six small dots. So braille is a language that is created for blind. So it is like dots and gaps or dashes, what you can say. There you can write every alphabet in just, or number, or whatever symbol you want to do, just with the help of those braille characters, six dots. So this is a keyboard which have the braille keys. So even a blind person can use this keyboard, okay, to write down something. Similarly, in the second image, if you can see, the girl is having an Iron Man arm, a robotic arm, which is looking like an Iron Man arm. So this arm is actually helping her to do her daily life activity like normal people. Earlier, she used to miss one arm. She can't do anything properly, but now she has this robotic arm, so she can actually do anything with it. And on the third image, if you can see, it's a it's basically a Zoom reader. What is a Zoom reader? So if you have seen your grandparents, maybe, or maybe some elder person, or maybe some person with who have difficulty in reading very small text due to some limitation in their eyes, this text this machine can actually help them zoom the text on the textbook or newspaper or anywhere written, and they can read it very easily. Okay, so this is another kind of assistive tech. Let us quickly watch one video of what is assistive tech, and I'll also show you a few examples of assistive tech. Till then, you can write down your questions if you have any questions in the chat section. And yeah, so I'll be stop sharing the screen and sharing another kind of screen where I'll be showing you this. I need to turn on the sound.
Deafness and hearing impairment, and autism spectrum disorders, or ASD. What are assistive technologies, or ATs? ATs are, in the words of the World Health Organization, assistive products and related systems and services developed to maintain or improve functioning and thereby promote well-being. This means that ATs are technologies which can assist a person in doing something that otherwise this person would not be able to do or would have difficulties with. ATs can provide different kinds of support. For blind people, ATs are often based on tactile communication like Braille, or sounds to replace images, text-to-speech devices, or technology to assist mobility. For deaf people, ATs can increase the sound level, for instance by means of hearing aids, or replace the sound by images or vibration-like visual alerting devices. For ASD, ATs are often designed to overcome barriers in communication. Here, augmentative and alternative communication technologies have been developed, like speech-generating devices. ATs can be medical devices, but it is also possible to use mainstream technologies for assistive purposes. For example, GPS navigators with voice interfaces are often used by blind people, video phones for sign language users, and video games can be used by people with ASD to simulate and prepare for daily specific situations. Currently, people with disabilities face a wide range of barriers. These include, for instance, physical and communication barriers, but also social barriers. There are many expectations regarding the benefits for people with disabilities in society connected with the use of ATs, since they can support people with disabilities to overcome the challenges they face. For instance, concerning the challenges in independent living. The hopes connected to ATs are related to an active and independent participation into social life, or as one blind IT expert put it during the project, being able to integrate in society to do what you need to do independently. This is what assistive technologies bring us, independence, not having to ask for help for specific tasks to friends or family. The concept of universal design is crucial to ensure that ATs can serve everybody in society and that they can be connected with a wide range of user interface devices. Currently, the European Accessibility Act is being negotiated at European level, aiming to ensure that technical devices will be universal, interoperable, and accessible for all. And what are the challenges in education? Participating fully in education is crucial to deal with the challenges of a digitalized world, as well as for the further active participation in employment. Students with disabilities are in need of educational support tools. IT technologies, for instance, have a prominent role for the inclusion of students into the educational system. In the words of an expert from industry, many aspects of education are currently provided through computers. Students need to have these assistive technologies, but the content and the platform have to be accessible. People without disabilities also need to be educated. Professionals dealing with ATs, for instance, in healthcare or public services, like police staff or teachers, technology developers or web specialists, they all need to be more aware of the specific needs of people with disabilities and how technology can support them. Many experts recommend that a new profession, the assistive technology professional, should be introduced to help manage the specifics and complexity of ATs. What are the challenges in employment? Experts agree that ATs can be of high importance at the workplace regardless of the disability. Technology can be very useful in the employment world, where technology can help make the labor market more disability friendly. Specific needs for ATs at the workplace can be, for instance, for the visually impaired, full access to all IT applications, including pictures. For the hearing impaired, web-based sign language interpretation. For people with ASD, augmented reality applications to simulate and train for real-life situations at the workplace. Despite the many technologies and information sources available, the inclusion of people with disabilities into the labour market still faces many attitudinal barriers, and prejudices remain. These already start at the recruitment phase and continue through later stages of employment.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I have shown you this video which explains beautifully to you what is assistive technology, how we can use assistive technology in helping other. What are the features of assistive technology? As you already watched in the video, assistive technology is basically a piece of technology which can be used by the different set of peoples, and it can be having a different set of interoperability, so that a child, even a child, or maybe a blind person, or maybe an adult person, or anyone with any kind of disability can use it. Okay, so assistive technology is somehow making the normal things which we consider normal for normal human beings. It could be difficult for someone. For example, if you have seen few people, they have many people have their fingers missing, or maybe someone have their hands very shaky. They cannot hold a glass of water, or maybe something like that. They cannot use the phone. They cannot use the normal keyboard. A blind person cannot see, so they cannot. So let's take an example. We in the times of COVID, we all know how to maintain a social distance, right? Social distance maintaining was the motto of our government, or everywhere else, that we should at least maintain a 6 feet distance between two people. Okay, so that we don't transmit the COVID disease or the coronavirus between each other. So how would a blind person know that if he is in a line, or maybe if he is moving on a road or anywhere, how would he maintain a 6 feet distance? One idea could be he could have a stick in with him, and he could maybe poke in front of it, but that can be difficult or dangerous for other person. Okay, for a child. So if you can see this, this is one example of an assistive tech. This person is wearing a band, and there is a sensor in front of it. As soon as someone comes near that person, the buzzer start beeping, and the lights can you can see the lights. Okay, so this can be used in assistive piece of tech, which is actually telling you, or which can actually help blind people to know that someone has crossed their the distance of social the 2 meter distance. Okay, so yeah, it could have a vibrator with which even a deaf person can feel. Blind and deaf person can feel that, okay, someone has reached very close to me, so that I should move back, or maybe ask anyone who is in front of me, or in front of me, to move ahead. Okay. So this is one example. Another example could be a piece of tech which can be used by for example, I'll just show you. A feeder robot. So so if we watch this video, you can see this robot is feeding this person, and the person can control the robot just with the help of these two buttons at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, We can have a robot which can feed people who does not have hands, or maybe limited scope of mobility. They are partially paralyzed, or they cannot eat food by themselves. Okay, so this is another kind of example of a assistive tech. We can have a robot like this to help us, or to help other people who are differently able. Okay, similarly, if we move forward, you can see this thing. So this is actually this thing is actually for people who have very shaky hand, or maybe they cannot hold with their fingers. They do not have the possibility of fine motor skills. They cannot hold a small key and apply it into a keyhole and open the lock. So they have created a 3D printed holder for a key, so that it could be easier for anyone to hold it with their four fingers and then open it. Okay, so something like that. Similar, there is a pencil holder and something like that. And if we move forward, we will find more examples. So let us see more examples. Yeah, this is one another example. So this is a machine, or maybe a piece of tech which allows you to pick up anything just with the help of few gestures. You don't need to actually crunch your fingers or use your fingers fully. This is an inflatable thing. It's like a balloon, so it helps you to grab anything and pick up it just with the help of this piece of tech. Okay, it can use signals coming from your brain to inflate those bubbles, or deflate those bubbles, to pick up and put anything on the table. Okay, so this is another kind of assistive tech. Similarly, if we see a few more examples, go down, wheelchair could be another piece of assistive tech, or Siri, Google, all these can be piece of assistive tech. So these are few examples with which from which we can take ideas and learn how we can make something to help other people. Okay, you can see I've just for ideas I've just searched assistive tech on Instagram, and I can see few so many ideas. Similarly, you can go to Google and find more ideas. Let me come back to the original presentation now. Now talking more about the competition, how we can actually participate, in this competition. So the participation in this competition is very easy. You don't need to worry about a lot of things. You just need to click on one link, and then it's okay. You can just go to that link, click on participate now, just with your Avishkaar account, and boom, you are participating now in the competition. Okay, as you can see, you will see something like this. So I will just open the Chrome, so I can show you how the competition would look like. What is the link for it? The link is community.avishkar.cc. So I'm writing down this link in the chat section. Community.avishkar.cc. Yeah, I have pasted, or you can say written down the link in the comment section, so you can copy it from here. Go to your browser, whichever browser you are using, Safari, Chrome, Firefox, Brave, anything. Just open that link in that browser, and you will see a competition looking like this: IoTM April 2022, empowering the differently abled. You just need to click on no more. As soon as you click on no more, it will bring you to the competition page, and now you can see you can read all the details about this competition. So the name is this: empowering the differently abled. and there is a few there are few description. There is a short description around it, number of registration, how many people have already participated in this competition, uh, how many days are left in submission. There is a submit button. If you haven't participated yet, you will see this button as a participate now button. You need to go to click this button, and it will be changed to submit button. Okay, then the next thing is you will find some basic problems or some topics on which you can create your project. So first one is difficulty in basic physical mobility. That means if someone is able to move his hand, body, any body part, they cannot walk properly, they cannot hold anything, something like that. So difficulty in basic physical mobility is one kind of problem. Another kind of problem is visual impairment. That is basically if one cannot see the world, someone is blind or maybe color blind or maybe some sort of other eye problem, visual problem, hearing impairment, someone cannot hear the sound properly, speech or language impairment, they cannot speak word properly, difficulty in using tools like computer and smartphone, basic healthcare, or other problems. You can even choose any other problem as well. Okay, so these were few examples, and you can also watch a video about this competition. There are few grand prizes. There are few prizes actually. So what are the prizes? One grand winner. There will be one grand winner. There will be one grand winner, two runner-up, and three honorable mentions. Okay. So as you can now see, these are the participants that have already participated in this competition. They have these many views on their projects, and now they can these are the list of participants who have already submitted their projects. Okay, and now you can already read about the problem statement and their rules, like what are the project guidelines. You have to create a solution that can empower or reduce the problem of differently able, what materials you can use, DIY material, Avishkaar product, anything, video guidelines, how you should create a video. Your video should be in landscape mode and 480 maximum, minimum 480p resolution, or HD resolution. The lighting should be proper. You have to record the project. You should record the project from every angle so that we can see it in, the judges can look at it and guide you better or judge you better. Also, you need to introduce yourself in the video. So when you are creating a video for this submission, you should include the first part about yourself. Who are you? Just like you were adding some comments over here, like, hi, my name is Mukul Sagar. I'm from this school. My age is this. I have created this solution, and this is how we can actually solve the problem of this. So let us check my project. So if you can see, this is about the video, and we have also added few free courses so that you can learn from these. And there are few example projects as well. So humanoid robot, smart dustbin, stick for blind people. These are few examples to help you how you can create something with the Avishkar products to help the disabled person. Okay, these are the entries. So you can also check their entries. If you like them, go and like and comment on them. And you can see these are 5 entries which we have received till now for the competition. Also, you can check other competitions. So we did the last competition about plastic, as I was telling you. So this is one of it. So you just need to go into this link and click on participate now. Okay, so I can see few people are watching this. Tell me if you have already participated in this competition or not. Nishika, Chandan, Vivek, have you all participated in this? आपने अभी तक पार्टिसिपेट कर लिया इस कंपटीशन में या नहीं? प्लीज राइट डाउन in the chat section. ओके, सो चंदन, आप जल्दी से पार्टिसिपेट कर लो इसमें. लिंक मैंने अभी आपको पोस्ट करा था. इफ यू कांट फाइंड द लिंक, community.avishkar.cc. दिस इज द लिंक. यू जस्ट नीड टू यूज दिस लिंक. आप इस लिंक को यूज करो. विवेक, चंदन, Nishika, you all should participate in this competition. Go to this link. मैंने अभी एक link post करा है आपके comment section में. Go to this link, click on participate now. Very good, Nishika. So do you guys have any kind of questions regarding this competition? अभी तक कुछ समझ में ना आया हो? What is assistive tech? How we can create assistive tech? What are the examples of assistive tech? How we can participate in this competition? Anything, you can ask your questions here. Or just go and participate in this competition if you haven't, and if you face any problem, I am here to help you. Write down your doubts over here. So this is the link. You can see it on my screen, community.avishkaar.cc. For Chandan, Vivek, and all others who are watching this, you can also ask your questions in the chat section. Chandan, what is you are asking? What is the last date to submit your project? Last date is 21st May. Okay, you should not wait till 21st May. Submission could be done later. Submit आप बाद में भी कर सकते हो. Participate आपको पहले ही करना पड़ेगा. Register पहले करना पड़ेगा. So the step अभी आपको अपने project पे जाके इस link पे जाके community.avishkaar.cc, go to this link and click on participate now, so that you are registered to submit your entry. Okay, you can submit your entry later. 21st May तक का आपके पास टाइम है. आप तब तक अपनी एंट्री सबमिट कर सकते हो. इफ यू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ डाउट इन क्रिएटिंग योर प्रोजेक्ट, किसी भी तरीके की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, सो आप अपनी डाउट्स लेट्स आविष्कार ग्रुप पे भेज सकते हैं, वहां पर पोस्ट कर सकते हैं. यू विल गेट द आंसर्स. You will also send your questions to support@avishkaar.cc. आप इस पे मेल कर सकते हैं, so that we can help you better. और अगर किसी भी तरीके की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, so आप रीच आउट कर सकते हैं आविष्कार. These are few important dates as you are asking. So 7th April we launched this competition. On 16th April we launched few examples and we did our first webinar. The submission will end on 21st May next month, the upcoming month, and on 25th May we will be launching our next competition. Okay, so better start creating your project now. Click on participate now and participate in, register yourself so that you are registered to submit your project. Okay, any other questions from Vivek, Nishka, or Chandan, or any other participant who is watching? Please write down your questions in the chat section. Okay. So I guess, yeah, we don't have any questions. We can. So this was it, guys. This was the webinar to help you related to assistive tech, how you can actually participate in this competition called IoTM. What is the theme of this competition? What are some important dates? When you need to submit your entry, how you can submit your entries, or how you can watch other examples, guide the project. Yes, Chandan, if you have some idea, you can always reach out to me on mukul.sagar@buildingblocks.in. I'm writing down my email address. The cheese, what do we have to make the project on? So we have to make a project to help the disabled people. It could be anything. एक रोबोट भी हो सकता है जो आपको खाना ला के दे, एक रोबोट हो सकता है जो आपको खाना खिलाए. आप एक ऐसा ऐप बना सकते हो जिसको कोई ब्लाइंड पर्सन यूज कर पाए जस्ट विद द वॉइस. आप कोई पीस ऑफ सर्किट बना सकते हो, जैसे अभी मैंने आपको दिखाया था. आई शोड यू वन एग्जांपल वेयर व्हिच अ ब्लाइंड पर्सन कैन वेयर as a wearable, and it can actually beep when someone comes near to you. Okay, you can make a smart stick, you can make a 3D printed object, anything which can solve the problem of disabled or differently able people according to you. Okay, so you can make anything. You just the theme. You need to make the project on the related to the theme. Okay, uh, whoever is with this name, with this username, the cheese. Okay, is it clear to you? Okay, so I guess it's clear. Yeah, at the end I will just say, if you, no problem, no problem. At the end, I will just say, you can actually watch this video as a playback. It will be uploaded on YouTube in few hours. Okay, you can watch the playback, and you can have, if you have any kind of doubts, you can always reach out to us. I have already put my email address in the chat section. You can reach out to this, and yeah, at the end, I would just ask you to like this, subscribe to Avishkar channel, so that you can be getting regular videos update, and whatever webinar you can reach out to us. Like this video, like this webinar, if you learn something from it, and yeah, you are always uh, allowed to ask questions. So I'll be giving you 5 more minutes just to ask any questions. If not, then we can move ahead. So I can see few people. If you have any questions, please write down that questions. Otherwise, write, if you can just comment no, then it would be better for me. Thank you, Chandan. Okay. So thank you, everyone. This was it. I would take your leave now. And if you have any kind of questions, you can drop off that questions in the comment, or reach out to us through this email ID I have given to you. Thank you, Nishka. Thank you, Chandan. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.